guys, welcome back. We hope you're enjoying the Thailand series so far, but in case you are new here, I'm Shannon.
I'm Koh Phangan.
And this is our travel channel.
New York nomadic.
After saving up and quitting our jobs, we've been traveling full-time since September of last year.
We started in Europe, but more recently have flown to the other side of the world to set foot in Asia for the very first time.
We spent the past 10 weeks backpacking all around Thailand, and we have so much to share with you guys. From tips and recommendations to some of the best day trips and encounters we could have had. Subscribe and follow along so you don't miss out on a thing. So I had the pleasure of visiting Koh Phangan twice on our Thai journey and had two completely different adventures.
This island is of course very popular for being the home to a famous blowout party at least once a month, or 3. Yes, it's the full moon party.
And it's just as crazy as you can imagine. Most backpackers come here for a quick visit, to party the night away, and then spend the next day regretting that extra bucket.
I know I did.
But we are here to show you that the island has in fact so much more to offer. On my group tour, I had the pleasure of visiting and staying on the opposite side of the island. We encountered waterfalls, great hikes with awesome views, perfect beaches for relaxing. We discovered our favorite food market and so much more.
In this guide, we will tell you everything you need to know about the full moon party, as well as give you some recommendations to make the most of your time here on the island. And like always, we will tell you how much it cost us. Welcome to the Backpacker's Guide to Koh Phangan. Let's jump into this video. So how to get there. So we took a ferry from Koh Tao. They have multiple ferries going out to Koh Phangan from either one of the neighboring islands or from the mainland in Surat Thani. The ferries range in price and length of journey. We booked most of our transport using 12go.asia, and honestly we have zero complaints. All of our ferries, buses, trains all ran smoothly and on time-ish. And there was never any issues with our reservations or anything like that, so we definitely recommend 12go.asia. Alright, now where to stay. We stayed at the Petite Suncliff Resort for the full moon party, and it was perfect.
Not only was it a great deal for a private room, especially for the week of the party, but it was also a close enough distance to walk to Haad and back, but far enough away that we didn't hear the party going on all night.
The staff was great and the rooms were simple. The pool was a little bit more of a walk than we anticipated, but was well worth it when you get those type of views.
When I did the group tour here, we stayed at Maehaad Bay Resort, which is on the opposite side of the island from the full moon. And it's a beautiful one. Everything looked so fresh and new. The food was decently priced and delicious. The best part is not only do you have 2 giant pools on the property, but right out back is a beautiful sandbar. You can walk out to another island, and right out front, about 200 meters, is a waterfall. Don't worry, if you wanted to stay over on this side of the island, but still wanted to attend the full moon party, I'm sure the hotel will happily help you schedule transportation too, and there's plenty of local taxis for you to get a ride back.
Alright, what to do in Koh Phangan? To get around, we rented scooters for 250 baht a day right from our hotel. This seemed to be about the average price for renting scooters pretty much everywhere in Thailand. Now that we got some wheels, let's talk about what we got up to.
So about a 40-minute scooter ride from Haad Beach is Pha Sawan Viewpoint. It's about a 25 to 30-minute hike up, and you'll get to this sketcy big rock you have to scoot up. If you're daring, you can walk all the way out, and I promise it's not as scary as it looks.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Are you crazy?
Have nothing but sunny days on your itinerary, definitely go check it out. The waterfall. It is deceiving when you first walk in, and I think it costs us about 50 baht for entry. And you get to this nice swimming hole and you think, oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, but then we decided to keep wandering towards the back, and about 10 minutes later we actually did come to the nice waterfall and swimming hole. It's a very nice place to just chill and relax for a few minutes. We saw a lot of people coming from up top, so be sure to check out which way you're going to access the falls, because the people up top didn't seem like they could get down and actually enjoy themselves.
Secret Beach is a lovely beach, but not so much of a secret these days.
Also not much of a secret is Amsterdam bar for sunset.
Other views won't compare on the island, so make sure you get there early to get a good spot.
When in doubt in Thailand, you can always go for a massage, especially on the beach. I found these to be the most relaxing and most memorable. Next, I actually took a very lovely cooking class here. The school is called the Penang Thai Cooking Class. I actually took a couple of cooking classes while here in Thailand, but this one was by far my favorite. Not only did we make a ton of food, I really feel like she went into depth with each part of the meal, as well as give us great techniques. We made spring rolls, shrimp pad thai, and green curry all from scratch. We made a unique Thai dessert compared to the typical mango sticky rice. It was called malao. It's basically these tapioca flour with pumpkin or sweet potato. Mash them up and roll them and you boil them, and then you serve it with some warm coconut milk, and it is delicious. My favorite were the sweet potato ones. Oh, and by the way, she did like my green curry the best.
Yeah, I wish I could have tried some.
Pat on my back. Don't tell the others.
the best cook.
In the end, we not only left with a ton of leftovers, but we also got sent home with a nice recipe book, so we could share the love.
Anyway.
I haven't shared any love with him though yet.
Yeah, I didn't even know that she got a Thai cookbook. So now, that brings us to our favorite place in Koh Phangan to eat. It's called the Phangan Food Court, which will bring us to the food portion of this video. This market ended up being our favorite on the trip. There was always so many options to choose from. It made deciding where to eat most of our meals an easy choice. That's definitely my main cook. Good as on the Greek islands? In Haad, there are plenty of food options, especially Western, since this area is very curated to the tourist.
Right outside where we were staying was actually our favorite breakfast spot, Maddy's. To be fair, there's nothing crazy about this restaurant, but the people were really nice and we just enjoyed having our mornings there, chatting it up. Koh Raham restaurant, right outside of Secret Beach, is a really cool restaurant and very picturesque. There are plenty of photo opportunities all over the restaurant, and the food and view you get is fantastic. We had some wings that were fried in fish oil and served with a sweet chili sauce, and they were finger-licking good.
Now let's talk about everything you may want or need to know about the full moon party. Over 10,000 tourists have been known to flood Haad Beach around this time of month.
First off, it's not just really a once-a-month celebration. There's a half moon party, probably a quarter moon party, and if there's a major holiday, that's getting celebrated too.
Probably, yeah.
Point is, there's a party almost every week, so if your time on the island may not line up with the actual full moon, don't worry, there will most likely still be a big party on the beach for you to attend.
Second thing to note is that the party is not free unless you're staying relatively close to the beach. We were about a 10-minute walk away, and right where our hotel is located is about where they will barricade the block off and charge you to go through. I've read that they're not supposed to do that, but their price was 250 baht, and it seemed fair at the time, so we just paid it. But you actually get a really cool wristband as a souvenir, so fuck it, buck it.
Okay, so now that you have a place to stay, the next thing to worry about is your attire. With the moonlight comes a lot of UV paints, so get ready for whatever you're wearing to the party to most likely get ruined. Don't worry, there are plenty of stores around for you to pick out a festive outfit. All of the stores generally had the same thing and similar prices. We actually found it really hard to haggle in this area.
But you gotta try to haggle, no matter what.
You gotta try, but there's supply and then there's demand.
Now, another recommendation that I know is very hard for the average backpacker is to try and wear closed-toe shoes. I know you're on the beach, but that is exactly why you should. With the crowds and crowds of people come a ton of garbage and possibly some broken glass, and you might not be able to see it in the sand. So protect those feet because they get you places.
Flip at your own risk.
Flip at your own risk.
Speaking of not being able to see much, when we attended in January, there was actually a blackout right as the party was just getting started. And I'm talking pitch black.
Darkness. The power went out.
The lights momentarily came back on, and the party got started, and our first bucket of alcohol got poured. We did a little pre-gaming at the Mantra Resort. A little hack, if you go up there to drink, they have free UV paint on the tables that you're welcome to help yourself to. If you aren't too creative, there's a million UV paint stalls just about everywhere you look on the beach. I'm sure they will happily help you get into the spirit.
For like 100 baht.
There's a lot of fire activities on the beach. If you plan on jumping the rope, pro tip is to do it
Before that bucket hits, you know what I'm saying?
Also, use the buddy system. Try and stay together with your friends. But at the very least, share your location with everyone in the group and make sure to get theirs as well. Trust me, once you separate, it will be very hard to find your people again.
That being said, I hope I don't sound like a dad, but drink responsibly and have a great time.
The end of this one.
We hope that we showed you that you can get up to more than just party on Koh Phangan.
It's truly a gorgeous island and we encourage you to get out there and see it for yourself. If you enjoyed this little guide and found it helpful, please give us a thumbs up. In our next video, we'll catch you in the bungalows of Khao Sok National Park. We'll be spending the night there while exploring the jungle. So subscribe and don't miss out on a thing.
Subscribe. Alright y'all, we'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye. New York nomadic, baby. New York.